So if you were talking to somebody who is like, I want to get to some of the events you're doing, but before we talk about those, say somebody is, I want to do something. I want to give back. I want to make a big impact, like in a bigger way. I'm not talking about giving $100 here or doing things like that, which by the way is amazing. Yeah, they want to do something big. What advice would you give them based on all your experience to look at? So what I just heard you say was, something unique, that timing so that you can get higher funds and fundraising handled with people. What are some other tips that you would give somebody if they're just going to get started in the first time they've never done something like this before?
It all starts, you got to start somewhere. Like business, you can't, obviously, we all have these sites where we want to hit massive numbers. Start with your passion first. It starts with a lemonade stand. My daughter and our neighbor's kids started with a lemonade stand, and I think they made like $20 or something like that. Just, it doesn't have to be big and monetary. It's just going to be something big in terms of what it means to you and your heart. That's the number one thing. That's the number one measure of how successful your fundraising event is. Over time, it's going to take time and years for anything to grow. Any event, be the biggest one. Don't set this massive number. And we're at a point now, 20, 25 years later, that I've done enough of these events where I can now set a monetary goal, because that's our end goal. Right now, there's kids that are starting off, or individuals starting off where 5, 10, 20, $30 goes a long way. Regardless, for any charity, it's still fun. We're now at a level now that with the groups that we work with that we've got it dialed in within the last 20, 25 years, and the volunteers that we have to set huge monetary goals, like the world's longest game. We could set goals of $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million in 10 days. We've got to figure it out in the science in terms of our cost and gifting kind and all that stuff. And over the course of doing 2 or 3 events, you start to know who's who in the zoo and who to contact at what times to hit those goals. I would tell people, just focus on what's near and dear to your heart, and regardless of what you raise, whether it's a penny or $10 million, but what's near and dear to your heart, and that's the ultimate success of your goal, of how happy you are at the end of that event.